battle starts. Howdy folks, and Merry Christmas. Today is the Christmas day and I don't want to disappoint you. I really want a short video and showing you an awesome ship, and also talk about the matchmaking and talk about this year. How do you think all those changes with CV rework and submarine teasers and stuff like that? Let me know in a comment below what you are most hype for the next year. For me, the graphic and lightings and all that, it was a very positive. Also, some clan battles was alright. I'm a little bit disappointed it was only tier 9, tier 10, so a little bit disappointed regarding that. However, we hope for the best, and I still enjoyed this game, and I hope it improved in good ways. So not go back to the battle, and we have a huge pleasure to watch this awesome captain, Gunship 14, I do believe, Gunship 14, yes, he's playing from an EU server, and the matchmaking it's pretty darn good, and the map it's Crash Zone Alpha. Let me know in the comment below what you think about this. It was pretty new map, right? Now the gunship has, of course, black cell, which basically means, for someone who doesn't not understand what black cell is, for very first ranked battle, you receive a black cell in reward if you achieved a rank 1. But I was not talking about this year or last year. It was for the very first beginning, which basically, when you see a ship with black cell, he's very experienced and has a lot of years and battles behind the black cell. Keep that in mind. Now, Hood. You may argue that dispersion it's not the best. It was a little bit all over the place. Hood is one of the fastest tier 7 battleship. They improved Wargame, they improved the penetration. It does not have this short pen that you most likely overpen or do very little damage. It has more like a regular battleship guns. They pen, they are a little bit more heavy right now. And the AA, it's fantastic for its tier. When you see let's say a tier 6 carrier like this one, man, this is one battleship you are not afraid of. And probably in that regard, same thing with the French Lyon. It's quite strong versus tier 6 carrier. A matter of fact, you're so strong, you're almost immune, guys. I'm not joking. Sure, the downside is that it's pretty big, large ship, and he received from what I can see a battleship or something, a pretty significant, huge hit, which cost him a quarter of his HP pool. I believe, guys, without saying too much, probably the Hood it's one of the best tier 7 battleship in this meta. It's because of this improved heavy AP like this one. That's the first frag. Now the range, it's attacking Leander, but Leander does not have a crappy AA, and together with Hood's AA, and by the way, you do have AA defense, which basically means if you want to Shrek and kill every single squad, you can actually do it. You're quite strong even without AA defense. Of course, Wargame kind of mess up the AA and advanced fire train. Those two consumable or not that strong what it used to be, you know. But it is what it is. Frankly, I would like to say, for the battleship who does not have AA, I'm talking about Sinop, I'm talking about Giulio Cesare, that back in the day, their AA was absolutely crap. 0-0 you could shoot down. Now you can definitely defend yourself. when you use this reinforcement. So this reinforcement, you press O and one side and it reinforces your AA. It's so godlike. It when you time, and especially if you know your AA range, you could actually do significant damage to the enemy CV's planes even without AA. Now of course when you put the AA, they will buff even more and do even more damage. Nothing crazy, 24,000 damage, but I do believe that there's 3 ships, and this Z-23 is of course a tier 8. It's the highest, and okay, I would like to say that this version, it's meh. To be honest with you, it's not crazy good. But sometimes like this one, the shells are extremely close together. See how close they are, those 3 shells, extremely damn close, and you will be rewarded. And of course, guys, without saying too much, I believe, guys, honestly to God, that Italian cruisers are fun, they are maneuverable, they are fast, but they are squeezy as all hell, and quite not fulfill the role of the cruiser. I'm talking about mid-tier and low tier. I mean, low DPM and 0 chance to put your enemy on fire. It's not quite an advantage. For sure, you do have smoke, but the smoke does not last long. Let's say like the British. Okay, Auba, it's doing a really bad thing to bump the New Mexico, I do believe, but it was still New Mexico. Kind of showing their last salvo, it was pretty significant. 7,500 was a lot, because guys, the New Mexico was absolutely perfect bow on. He was as thin as a blade, and yeah, the perfect angle, but it still receive a significant hit. Now of course, when you're tier 7 and shoot tier 6, especially cruiser, they are going down. Very unfortunately, he was actually turning quite good, this Auba, otherwise that will be a finish blow for him. In this meta, guys, I like to say that cruisers are extremely vulnerable. They don't have the range, I'm talking about Japanese, and they are quite big ship. They are in length, how tall they are, I don't know how to explain, almost as tall as a battleship, so it's not hard to. Oh man, that was one weird shit. Oh man, he was selling away, he still received a citadel. Oh my lord, that was one heck of a salvo. Lucky one. If okay, this is definitely the end of Oba. He's too close, and yeah, it's weekends probably or something, and rewarded with very low damage citadel, but it is what it is, guys. Now this New Mexico was always pretty angled. Oh man, this Italian has extremely low HP. Even the secondary from New Mexico might kill him. Okay, he has torch, right? I understand that. But I do believe he's going down earlier. Yeah, who would I guess? But probably one of the torpedo looks pretty damn good. Yeah, hit one torpedo, which basically means that this captain has quite easy time to delete the battleship, even though he's perfect bow on, you know what I mean, but you aim for the superstructure and still delete him. Nice. Now also, it's a good ship. In my honestly, it's more like a brawler and a tanky one. However, I did remind myself, even though the Gnice now it's a tanky ship, when Hood or Soviet battleships aim for the superstructure or any superstructure, they receive a tons of damage. Gneisenau's armor work like you have to be more like bow on, like a Soviet battleship, to be successful and effective. The enemy's team is taking the lead. I do believe the friendly team collapsed all over the place. Okay, there's the grass, and he might have the torpedoes available. This actually could be a tricky situation, guys. and the turrets are kind of a painfully slow, and this is, you have to keep that in mind, that the French are very fast and they do have torpedoes. But torpedo, no, that is the Kraken unleashing with one more citadel, and that's the 6th citadel, guys. And probably is definitely showing you, if your aim is good, you will be rewarded with couple of citadels. And probably, let's see if we can have the 6th kill. That would be nice. Not quite, the dispersion was perfect, not the best, to be honest with you. Now a little bit better. He's shooting back. Oh, very unfortunately. All those 2 shells did actually 0 damage, can't believe this. So sometimes the penetration, you know, will fool you. That last salvo did 0 damage, guys, to these guys now. However, this one definitely connected. I believe, guys, without saying too much, it's pretty tanky battleship and a fast one. And of those 2 reasons, I would like to say that this is not a bad pick if you want to pick a tier 7 battleship. Probably, I'm just saying, probably it's one of the best. Sure, there are quite a few strong tier 7 battleship, but this is definitely not a bad pick. And guys, that is the frag number 7, and another 7 citadels. Of course, he has ooh, did not quite manage. He received 11,000 damage to that torpedo, but I do believe also the torpedo protection is pretty down good. The Warspite and Leon literally shred and kill all the friendly team. They did a great job, and I do believe them Leon and Warspite will have one of the best experience from the enemy team. However, they are in low HP. Something also else that I would like to say, that the Hood has more HP pool than the Leon, quite significant more. Matter of fact, more than 15% more. So that is also an advantage. And of course, you have with the speed flag, with everything, you definitely can speed away. And the Ranger, oh man, that's the last. Sure, he will receive some damage, but man, with AA defense on, he does not even look at Ranger. Can he still drop Ranger? This is something very interesting. I don't know. Let's find out. 2 planes down. Then he managed to still 2 hit maybe. Yeah, 2 hits. Pretty hilarious with AA defense on, but this AA defense on lasts a long time. He put in some good heal. The enemy is about to win, so it's literally 2 versus 3, guys. Oh man, he managed 2 more torpedo hits. The only good side, and this is something also keep that in mind, that your AA strong at short range, which what I'm trying to say is that, oh, that was one heck of a good salvo. The dive bombers can always drop you, even with your AA defense. It's because of the short, strong AA range. You shrek the planes only when they are literally above you. I don't know how to explain, but you get the point. The good thing about this captain is that he knew that the torpedo will not do a lot of damage. Roughly, torpedo hit will do around 3,000 damage, and very few percent to put you on flood. So he was a little bit lucky, and still unlucky, because one of the torpedo hit caused actually flood. Now Leon is perfect brown, and the shells does not behave. So actually he could die right here, right now, if he does not connect the shells. That was a pretty good. Remember, the French baguettes battleship, they are soft as a cheesecake, and they take lots of damage no matter where you aim. So in that regard, I would like to say that sure they do have a lot of firepower. Sure, this enemy Leon went and wrecked everyone and everything, but when you are facing versus real little bigger caliber guns, you always be rewarded, because that's the main thing I would like to share with you guys. The Hood's guns are not a joke. In that regard, you do more damage bow on to another battleship than they can do to you. So I hope it makes some sense because of the caliber guns and also the penetration value. This ship will pen you in almost every angle, same tier or lower. That's what I'm trying to say. Ranger takes tons of damage. And execute a absolutely worst drop. It was not a professional drop. In Ranger, you can never make a successful drop from bow on stern. You need to make from side. If you're a British carrier, there's definitely a huge chance that you will be successful, but not in Ranger. And guys, 950 points and the enemy kept everything. So guys, Kraken, Confederate, high caliber, devastating strike and 9 kill, and it was still not enough to win the game. Can you believe this? It's only a couple more seconds and the game is ended, and we cannot see this Ranger anymore, and very unfortunately that's the end of it. I don't know what happened with the friendly Gneiss now, that he didn't do a damn thing to help this this awesome captain. Guys, thanks for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.